yes. What's going on, crypto legends? We're going to be analyzing the price of Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at the DXY, the S&P 500, the Ethereum, some altcoins, some interesting news that is going on. So make sure to stick around here on this live stream. I'll be going through the comment section, of course, on this live stream, paying attention to my beautiful community. How is everybody doing, guys? Make sure to destroy that like button. Give us a bit of support here if you do want to continue seeing me around on YouTube. If not, thumbs down, as you know. Let's go right away through the comment section. Say hello to the community. How is everybody doing? Make sure to stick around because today's going to be a good live stream. We actually sitting at a crucial zone of support to see if we can bounce from this level. We're going to go through the technical analysis. Of course, we are hitting that naked point of control. It's a high volume node from this consolidation that we did have on Wednesday, and we do have a possibility, okay, no matter here whatever the price does, I'm still leaning bearish on the price of Bitcoin, even though we do get a rally from this point, possibly to, 68, 69, sweep up these lower highs. It would be a kind of a classic move before getting continuation to the downside. We're going to go through the technicals. There is a possibility that the price can bounce from this zone right over here. This is why I'm in a chilled, low leverage, low capital, swing long position here at this level, because we could be going to $66,000, $68,000 before we go to lower levels. Giving a bit of roomy on my stop loss, really chilled, not a day trade. I haven't got time for day trading, scalping. I will be doing so though in the next coming days because I am ready for my house. I got my residence ID. It's all going to move forward from now, guys. So pay attention for those, epic live streams with scalping, day trading. But this is a zone that we could bounce, guys. We can do a little bit of a quick analysis here at this area. It's just basically, I can go in a nutshell very fast on why there is a possibility here on a movement to the upside. What we did have here from this topping point, all-time high, is some waves here to the downside, bit in a diagonal structure, very, very complex. We did get a significant rise here the last few days, Wednesday, okay, Thursday, and now we're getting this, which is still looking very corrective. I don't see the price gaining steam here and breaking down. I see the people getting possibly very bearish here and get this movement to the upside in a possible 5-wave move, all right, in an ABC, a much larger ABC, and then come down. Of course, this is going to be a point where a lot of people are going to become bullish, and that is where I do see another possibility for a shorting scenario. When we do analyze here this structure right over here, it just does not make sense. It does not make sense looking at the chart for the price to collapse from this point. It would look, I don't know, it's just not, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look right on the chart with this corrective structure. It's a bit of a diagonal structure right there. We do have the possibility of, this has been very impulsive, this pump that we had on Wednesday. We also saw this move here right there during the last 2 days. And you know what? We also forming a 𝗖𝗍𝘆𝗽 pattern, and shout out to 𝗬vault from the Legends trading community. Jumped, in a long position. It could get choppier. It could get choppier in that long position on Bybit. I'm going to explain why. You remember, if you do want the best deal, you want to trade on a great platform, Bybit is the #1 crypto trading platform for me, being active for over 5 years. You got that bonus down below, 20% fee reduction only with my link. You also have 𝗖𝗆 down below if you cannot trade on Bybit because of restrictions. And for on-off ramp, okay, crypto profits from the European Union, you got the 𝗕𝗆. Debit card is coming very soon. You could be spending your crypto in the next coming months using the 𝗕𝗆 as well. Very low fees. Check it out. You got the link down below, guys, if you want to sign up for the 𝗕𝗆. Let's go right away and give this explanation. Going to give a shout out here to 𝗬vault, but overall, what this looks like, it's that, this is very corrective. We are forming a 𝗖𝗍𝘆𝗽 pattern. It could get choppy. We could get a small little bounce. come back down. It's definitely a possibility, but it's a support level. We've got a high volume node here from the last few days, basically from Wednesday. It's a naked point of control. We love these naked point of controls. We're already bouncing here, you know, $700. I'm taking it as a swing. I'm giving the price a chance to get a rally based on a much larger ABC here inside of the larger B wave. I'm going to give it a chance. It's going to get choppy. It's going to get, you know, it's going to get scary potentially. We are probably going to hit $62,500, $62,000, right? Might be getting a bit aggressive. We're also forming that Gartley pattern, guys, and it looks relatively good. You know, if we just tap that 7/8 Fibonacci, almost tapped it. We're still a bit far, you know, we're still a few $100s from that 7/8. Let me just explain that Gartley pattern right over here. Right there. Got a Gartley pattern right over here. At the 7/8, we kind of slightly front run that 7/8. You know, this is why, looking at the timing, this could actually get a bounce, roll back down to this zone, and then get the bounce, okay? Because when we do take a look at the timing, for anybody that is not aware with the technicals, you know, the price moves in waves. We got waves moving, okay, on the chart, and what we do have also is the timing. Timing is extremely important to understand an impulse and a retracement, and an impulse and a retracement. They're usually, you know, very similar on timing. And when we get the Fibonacci time tool here on TradingView to take a look at this possible Gartley pattern from this lowest pivot point to this pivot low point, I mean, we still got even till tomorrow morning, right, for this to get choppy and then, you know, obviously cross that 1-to-1. So it is more symmetrical, right? So it's more symmetrical. You would want to see something like this. Could get choppy, could get a bounce. Overall, I think that this range could hold, and it could even bounce from here. I mean, it doesn't need to go to the 1-to-1, but obviously 1-to-1 is more ideal. It looks more, it looks better onto the chart. Guys, let's go through the comment section, say hello to the community. We're gonna continue with the Bitcoin price, with the technicals, okay? Bit of Elliott wave theory, and just keeping it very simple. We're not gonna go zoom out and analyze the situation here on I mean, we have to, sorry, my bad, we have to. Let's just go zoom out here and give you that explanation, all right, on why there is a possibility of the price actually dipping below $60,000 potentially in the coming days, right? I'm going to give a chance of the price of Bitcoin to see if we're going to get that bounce, and that is also based on bullish CVD divergence. We're getting the CVD, we are getting selling pressure. All right, there is selling pressure here. You got CVD on a waterfall. However, you are forming lower lows on the CVD on all of the exchanges, right? And there's people, right, really bearish, right? This is it. We're going down to below $60,000 very, very soon. And, you know, there could be a possibility in the next coming hours during today that we might hit 62.5, you know, 61.5, get a bit, you know, and getting a little bit like, oh my goodness, it's going to waterfall. But there's going to be, you know, if it does just create lower lows, slightly lower lows every single time here in the next coming hours, you know, it will have a high chance to get a bounce, because this is basically getting absorbed by larger players, and they're just going to absolutely rocket the price to smack all of these lower highs potentially in the coming days. It will be a move, right, that you'll be surprised, right? You're surprised with these moves that happen. You're like, wow, oh my goodness, you know, I was not expecting that massive rise. And it's purely based on a possible massive absorption range here. Now, of course, like I said, this would be very difficult to try and scalp right over here, because it could get choppy. We could get absorbed, like I said, go down to $62,000 even, right? And then probably get the rally. It's a higher time frame setup. And when we speculate on this scenario, just on this last moves, these last moves that we've had during the last few weeks, okay, there could be a chance. There could be a chance right over here that we are in a fourth wave formation, right? I was explaining this the other day, and you could go from this pivot low right there. You could go from this pivot low. It does look like that we could be forming a fourth wave, from the actual low, basically right over here, and this being a third wave, and inside of this third wave, all right, we're just going to form a fourth wave right now in the next coming days. There is a chance here for this to actually do something like that, right, in a corrective structure. Would be too soon if the price were to move up from here, right, go to all-time high and break it. It would be too soon, too shallow of a pullback. I think we are going to be in sideways momentum here for the next coming days. It just makes sense that it's going to get choppy and we could see a little bit more downside. For the moment, like I said, Bitcoin does have a chance in bouncing off from this level. And just going through lower time frames, it makes sense, and the main reason why it makes sense is because we formed several waves here, several waves down in a kind of a very, very complex, diagonal structure. And what is curious to see about this move is you could be in a much larger A, B, C kind of move to the downside. It just makes total sense here. Get people extremely bearish, get the bounce here in the next coming days, get people extremely bullish, and then smack back down here in the next coming days after that, right? It's kind of go with the momentum waves, get people extremely confused. This looks bearish. We're going to come down beneath $60,000, right, in a matter of hours, right? Oh my goodness, looks a bit of a waterfall. Test the low several times, go down to 62.5, 62,000 even, right? You're going to get, wow, oh my goodness, it's going to come down wick from the low, and possibly, I do see a chance here that we could be maintaining this, get a massive gigantic rally to hit these lower highs from the last 2 days. I mean, this looks like it was a few weeks ago, but this was actually, just Thursday. Yeah, this was Thursday. It's Friday. This was yesterday. We were trading at $68,000 yesterday. So, it wouldn't be much of a surprise for me. And it's also purely based on bullish CVD divergence. You are getting selling pressure. There is leveraged short positions entering the market the last few hours. And, we do have liquidity sitting at $69,000, 68, 69, just slightly above the highs from yesterday. There is 1 billion in liquidations. It just kind of makes sense. If what does not look good is the DXY. DXY does not look good. It looks very good as in bullish, but this is not good for Bitcoin. It's kind of wanting to pop out. It wants to pop out from a major lower high resistance trend line. It's still very choppy, not very successful. It could fail. If it does fail, obviously by Monday, Tuesday, that is going to be looking very good for Bitcoin to actually, recover pretty nicely. But yeah, for the moment, it's still very soon to say. It could be a fake out. It's Friday today, so we're not going to see any price action on the dollar index during the weekend. But if we do see Monday and the dollar index is like this, trading at 105, 106, and it's going to be like, wow, we would be expecting a major corrective move to happen on Bitcoin if we see a strong dollar, no doubt about it. I'm going to go quickly through the comment section before we continue with Bitcoin legends. Okay, we'll go through the comment section here before we go through Bitcoin. Through Bitcoin more analysis. Give us a bit of time here. 1 second. Forrest, how are you doing? Let's go. Time to pump. Yes, it is. I mean, the thumbnail. Bitcoin in danger? Well, no, we're actually looking for a long position here. We are at very strong support, purely based from that price action from Wednesday. We've got a nice, we don't have it here when we take a look at the fixed volume profile. Basically, taking a look at the session volume profile here from Wednesday. We do have that high volume node right there, okay, where we are bouncing from. As you can see, it does differ a little bit when on the 1 hourly or the 15 minute, depending on how many rows you have on the session volume profile. But the highest peak looking at the lower time frames, is at the 62,800. This is where we are getting that reaction and that bounce. This is already acceptable for a scalp long position. For all of those people, I'm taking the risk as a swing long position on Bybit to see if we are going to manage to get all the way up to these highs and also the highs from yesterday. Those are Gartley targets as well. They are Gartley targets. It would be the C point and the D point. We do have a bunch of liquidity at $69,000, over $1 billion. $1 billion in short liquidations. I mean, if the whales want to catch these short liquidations, they're going to have to pump the price relatively fast, potentially during the weekend. So, I mean, I'm going to give Bitcoin a chance. You know, I didn't put too much leverage and too much capital in this long position on Bybit to take it as a chilled swing long position to see if we can go to $66,000, $68,000 in the coming days. Because I haven't got really time to scalp and day trade for the moment. I'm extremely busy, but I will not be that busy in the next coming days. And we're just going to absolutely focus on absolutely ripping the market with scalps and, you know, all sorts. Anyway, being extremely active as well with the community. So if you are new here, make sure to subscribe. You're going to see me absolutely banging during the next coming weeks. Okay, I'm just moved to Dubai, getting house sorted, you know, driving license, all sorts, paperwork. It's just been going absolutely crazy, and I'm really haven't been concentrating. But if you do subscribe, you're going to see magic in the next coming weeks, guys. So make sure to be excited about that. Let's continue through the comment section. Felipe, legend, how are you doing? Mariana, Jocasta, hola, legends. Andy, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo vas en Dubai? I'm doing good, man, in Dubai. You know, obviously it's a big move for me, and I thought I was just going to arrive here and yeah, everything's going to be like, yeah, come on, spot on. No, it's just not like that, of course. So getting sorted, just got ID today, so everything's just going to fall into place in the coming days, and we're going to absolutely rock it. Yo Andy, how are you doing? Nagajan Wesley, let's go lower. I mean, I think so. We do have a chance. Like I said, we could chop down to these lows. You know the deal, guys. We love double bottoms. I love double bottoms. You know, triple bottoms, even better. If we get triple bottoms, you know, hey, that is a party, right? When we do see these double bottoms, they give us the opportunity. So no doubt that this could be a little bit of a bouncy action, and then woof. I mean, it wouldn't be that aggressive, I think. Maybe yes. But, you know, it could do this, woof back down here. And you know, we could be looking for that double bottom. Triple bottom, even better. Let's get those triple bottoms in the party, because, you know, it could give us a great opportunity, right? Great opportunity. So, yeah, make sure that we're going to remain patient here. You know, we do have time still to come down. When we take a look at Fibonacci time, if we are taking a look at this as a Gartley pattern, we do have still some time here. We haven't hit the 7/8 Fibonacci. We have not hit it. I love 7/8. It's my second favorite Fibonacci retracement level. 7/8. I love it. It's really nice. And especially if we do have a Gartley pattern. So I wouldn't be surprised if the price just loses momentum here, you know, and gets back down in the next coming hours. No doubt that this zone is already an acceptable long, because you're hitting that naked point of control from Wednesday. It's a high volume node. You're getting the bounce. You're bouncing already $1,000 from that level just the last couple of hours. It's a confluent zone. You know, this is the main reason why I entered a swing chilled long position, purely based on a high confluence level of support with bullish CVD divergence. There are people shorting the market today as we are dropping. They are shorting the market, because if not, CVD would be just, you know, somewhere like this, and that would not be looking good. That would be looking bearish if you're forming bearish CVD divergence, but that is not the case. You know, we're seeing people shorting. They want this low to be taken, and we do see the liquidity, you know, thanks to all of this. You know, we do have a massive $1 billion, over $1 billion in short liquidations at 69K. People that are shorting, you know, they should be taking profits. They should take some profits. They should protect position, because if not, you know, it's kind of the surprise pump, right? Surprise, surprise. Here we are. We got Bitcoin, bang, smacked to $69,000 in a matter of 24 to 48 hours. Smack. And everybody's like, whoa, where did that came from? Well, it came from, you know, there's a bunch of liquidity sitting right there, and it ain't a few hundred million, it's over $1 billion in short liquidations. We have some patterns here, we have some support, we do have the naked point of control, we got a Gartley pattern. You know, looking at Elliott wave theory, it makes sense as well. We got a bit of a diagonal, you know, 5-wave structure here to the downside. We got a 1 wave here in an A. We got a possible B wave right there. It just makes sense that bang, come up here, get people extremely bullish, smack the price back down here below $60,000. Very, very likely, guys. Keeping it simple. Very, very likely scenario that could happen, right? Let's go right away through the comment section. If you enjoy trading, if you enjoy technical analysis, guys, smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. The reason why I moved here is because of tax. No, it's because, you know, there's big things coming, okay? There's big things coming. If you subscribe to the channel, if you're new here, well, I mean, I ain't gonna beg for subscriptions, right? That's kind of pretty lame. Subscribe if you want. You know, if you are gonna stick around here, you're gonna see definitely some really good stuff going on in the next coming weeks. So, what are your thoughts on Big Time? Yeah, Big Time did get a relatively strong hit. It did get a relatively strong hit. I've got chain link here. Let's take a look at Big Time. I mean, it did get a corrective move. I think it's still okay, and it's a great project. It's a great project. It's a great project. It's still, you know, maintaining higher lows. It's struggling here at the higher low support structure. I know it's a great project. We know the people that are behind this project, right? We're not going to say any names here. But it's a good project. I think it's, you know, obviously in gaming's going to be huge. It got a gigantic pump, obviously, after some hype that happened back in November and December. No doubt, you know, we got a few channels, you know, hyping it up. They're not small channels, and it's just got the corrective move during January and February. And what can I say? You know, it's just getting this pullback based on Bitcoin's pullback. If it does break down here from higher low support and it comes down and claims the low wick here that we had in January, I think that would be an ultimate level great buying opportunity, okay? You know, we are interested in buying zones. If you come down here to these lows, you know, that is going to be the point where you've just finished this large three-wave corrective structure. It's going to be looking awful. Oh my goodness, this is dead. You know, I don't know. You get the deal, right? You get the deal. Of course, you do have. It's still good to DCA, in my opinion. You can DCA at 30, at 27, at 20 cent. You know, if this is going to hit the dollar again in the next coming months, it doesn't really matter. You're going to make gains in the next coming, you know, 6, 12, 18 months. So if you want to trade this, of course, then obviously you are looking for, you know, basically for possibly a higher low right there. It is struggling very much. Overall, it did create a small little swing failure pattern. I mean, I would be happy to scalp this. You know, little scalps, test the lows, get a nice epic bounce of, you know, 4-5%, wherever that was, you know, 13% since you tested the lows here from Wednesday, the 28th of February. I would be happy scalping these. If you want to get into a swing long position, you know, it really depends on Bitcoin. Bitcoin drops below $60,000 in the coming days. You know, it's going to drag these support levels are going to break on altcoins. Okay, so. But overall, if you ask my opinion on higher time frame on Big Time, you know, if it were to get the break down, all of this is going to be a great zone to DCA. If you dip beneath the low here from January, right, which is sitting at 25 cents. Because, you know, I would expect this one to recover very, very nicely. You know, there's big things behind this project. There's going to be big marketing, and, you know, marketing is a lot for a project as well. But, you know, it's a pretty solid gaming project, and I think it's just going to do very well, if you ask my opinion. Bitcoin is plumping up on the 1 minute time frame. Yes, it is. I've got a pretty nice bounce here. I think we're on the way. We are on the way for we could reject from VWAP. Oh, we got VWAP just around the corner. We got VWAP just around the corner there. I think we could be hitting the VWAP. We could be hitting this low. We could be getting a little bit of a short-term resistance. But we are in the long position. I would take it as a chilled long position, day trade chilled long position. Like I said, in that long position, would expect here possibly coming all the way up to $69,000, possibly in the next coming days. Very possible. Now, no doubt that we could see the price coming down here, getting this support resistance flip, and I would be cautious in shorting this purely based on that 𝗬liche pattern, purely based on massive bullish CVD divergence, already getting an epic bounce of almost $2,000 in a matter of 2 hours, in less than, well, just less than 2 hours basically. We're in a downtrend still, but we got data here that is giving us, hey, this is bullish. We've got bullish CVD divergence. There is a bunch of short liquidations at 69K, and Bitcoin moves several $1,000s very easily nowadays, right? You know, a $5,000 moves seems pretty average for Bitcoin, right, at the moment, with, you know, the amount of liquidity and how high we are. So, I mean, VWAP, we're just a few $100s away from VWAP. But it looks good. I mean, I would only consider this support resistance flip if we do create very choppy price action and speculate on a double, triple top here for a cool off. I mean, if we were to drop from here like this, then it is what it is. But it would be, you know, it's kind of very, very difficult to jump into a short right now randomly here when you're below the VWAP. You haven't tapped it. You're below this low right there. You know, you want to see this level being tackled, right? Bang, bang, being hit. VWAP hit. This level hit, being tackled, bang, 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 hit it several times and say, right, this is actually holding pretty nicely. You know, this might get a pretty significant drop. If it suddenly drops right now here $1,000 in the next coming hours, it's just, you know, it's just, this would be a level that I would never short right now. If it does it, then it's like, okay, you know, sometimes it does that. But I would not be interested in shorting right there. I want to see levels of resistance on the chart being tackled several times, and this was beautiful for a long position. You know, this is purely, this is really what I mean right there. Tackling the level, bang, 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 boom. You know, you get triple bottoms at these levels of support, of confluence. You see that level tackling, and you know, when you learn trading technical analysis, you might think to yourself, and you might have heard from different people out there, the more times you hit a level of resistance, the weaker it gets and the higher probability you have for a breakout. I mean, no doubt if you are moving in kind of an ascending triangle scenario. However, if you do, you know, we're getting that pretty aggressive drop right now. You know, if you do create this, you know, if it's a major level of resistance and you know that you could get that bounce, you know that, you can double or triple top from the levels, all right, and then get the major pullback. I prefer attempting a long position at a level being tackled several times than actually looking for a short, right? This is a descending triangle or whatever, it's going to break down. Would never in a million years, only if I'm scalp shorting, right? Bounces right there, like lower highs, but I would not look for a day trade swing short position down here. I mean, this has been that naked point of control from Wednesday, right? It's support, basically. Anyway, let's go through the comment section. Smash those like button and subscribe button, says Wesley van der Braak. Show some love. Thanks, Andy, for his free TA, and let's rocket the numbers on likes. Thank you very much for that insane support, guys. Smash that like button if you do enjoy the content. We just talk about pure technical analysis, mainly on Bitcoin, and analyzing a little bit, other markets. Shall we take a look at some altcoins? Make sure, Aditya, my man, thanks for the support. You're an absolute legend here. Got my moderator giving power as always. Felipe, how long was the second wave in the macro analysis? Couple of months. Could wave 4 have to be a couple of months as well? It should technically. So, like I said, it would make sense that if we were to move up from here in a 3-wave structure in the next coming days, and then have a few more days, right, giving a take, a couple of weeks, even a few weeks, to actually get more of a corrective structure, it would make sense. It would make total sense, just because we've been pumping like crazy, guys, during the last few weeks. I mean, this has been insane pumpy action that we've had during the last few weeks. I was talking with DeVault as well. He looks at this, let's just take a look at this price action right over there. And, there is a possibility of this being a 1-2-1-2 right there, being a 1 wave, of course. And we are, we formed a 3rd wave right there, and we are inside of the 4th wave. If that were to be the case, and we're taking a look at this pump right over here, and this being, a 4th wave, what is interesting to see, as always, is the timing, is the Fibonacci time. And yeah, I would arguably discuss it would be this low. I mean, this is where it gets a little bit complex with this, consolidation. Where are you taking a look at the low from this pump? It's, I'm not going to go with micro counts here, because this is an extremely complex situation right there. I mean, it does look like just like 3 waves, a bit of an A, B, C, D, E. I mean, we're not going to do the macro count right now, because if not, people are going to get boring. But it does look like, you got 3 waves right there. You got 3 waves right over here. You got 3 waves down here. Possibly 3 waves there. And, I mean, yeah, you would count it from this point, like an A, B, C, D, E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, A, B, C, D, E right there. With the micro counts, it does make sense that, this possibly was the low from this. Yeah, basically looking at the impulse from this point. If we do take a look at Fibonacci timing, Fibonacci time, just to see the timing with this corrective move going all the way to the high. I mean, it's still very shallow. We have crossed the 382 on the timing, which is already given a minimum requirement, right, for a pullback on timing. However, ideally, you would want to see the 1-to-1. This is all the way here till the 2nd of October. So we'd still have, another almost 2 weeks to hit that level. And this is why, if the price were to move up from this point above $69,000 in the coming days, I'm still looking for another pullback. I'm still looking for a possible another pullback based on the timing. It still looks good. It still looks very good for the price to still correct to lower levels. I mean, at least testing this low over here and getting, below $60,000, even though it pumps to over, to $70,000 range. Even though if it does go to 69, 70K, or maybe higher, I would still be looking at a one more move down. You know that people are going to get bullish. People will be getting bullish once you start claiming these highs. And claiming these highs is jumping up to grab this liquidity. There's over $1 billion in short liquidations at $69,000 range. And I think there is a high chance that we will get up there possibly in the coming days. Also based on technicals, not just because there's liquidity right there. I've seen liquidity being, you know, almost $50 to being catched, and then the price rolling down a few $1,000s or pumping a few $1,000s. Liquidity is not really, you know, the thing. I've seen it so many times. I've seen a bunch of liquidations, you know, at this level, see the price almost hitting the liquidation zone and dumping. You know, it sometimes does happen, so it doesn't have to be a, you know, 100%. Nothing is 100% in trading. But when we're adding a few things here, you know, with the technicals, the timing looks good. You got a possible 3-wave structure here for a B wave, and then get an aggressive, you know, C wave and 5 moves down, and then cross that 1-to-1 extension or 1-to-1 Fibonacci time, right, from the impulsive move of February, March. Look, I mean, it does make sense. It does make sense, guys, that you know, we could be seeing above 69k and then get the drop. And I'm telling you already, get ready for those bullish thumbnails to come out in the next coming days once we do hit $69,000, $70,000. This is it, all-time high in the next 24 hours. And we're going to be a little bit skeptical on that situation right there. We're going to be analyzing very, very carefully, understanding that this is still possibly 3-wave, and this could go to $71,000, $72,000. You know, this could even go to all-time high. You know, there is a chance, because it could end up in a, I mean, this is the complex thing of a B wave. However, what is beautiful of a B wave, it is highly predictable to get that move up and claim this high. I would consider already taking profits at $68,000, $69,000 range. This is a great speculation long. You know, the thing about looking at Elliott wave theory is, wow, this is good. You know, we got a diagonal structure here and a movement to the downside. You got this move up, this move down in 3-wave structure for the moment, giving a high chance here that you're going to form 5 waves up. However, what is going to be complex about this is how far up are we going to go? We have high probability in coming up here, right? Based on liquidity, bullish CVD divergence. The bullish CVD divergence target is hitting these highs. You know, we have many technical things that are just screaming that we could come all the way up to $69,000 again above that level. However, as a trader, and, you know, understanding the market situation here, you know, we could form an ABC flat. Whoever's aware of, you know, Elliott wave theory, the B wave can be extremely complex. It can go to the 382 Fibonacci from the start of the A wave. It could just do this. It can go to the 1236 1382 from the extension, okay, from pivot high to pivot low right there. Reverse this right there and turn it into a flat. Turn into a flat and go to 77k, hit all-time high, and then see, like, you know, kind of a double top scenario. This is, I mean, this is the thing about B waves. You know, they can just get very, very complex. You know, I don't know where the price is going to stop. We'll be paying close attention to the levels of resistance. We'll be analyzing the situation here. You know, what kind of price action are we going to form as soon as we go above $69,000? I don't know. I don't care. I will analyze that situation once we get there, if we get there. But what I do know is that we have extreme high probability that we're holding the $62,000, $63,000 range. There's just very high probability, right? For anybody doing other technical analysis, they could say, hey, this is an inverted head and shoulder scenario with a descending neckline. We are doing this right now, and we are going to get that pop in the coming days. you could add that as well. Let's go through the comment section. Say hello to this super chat right away. Let's go right away. I got a super chat here from 𝗬𝚀 desde Argentina. Hermano, ¿cómo estás? Andy, I want to buy Flux at $1 or under. Can we get there? Hope one day move to Dubai also. Every trader's dream. I mean, absolutely, no doubt. You know the deal. You know the deal about tax here. I mean, the city is incredible. You know, there's beautiful communities. It's a really good, you know, if you can afford it, it's a beautiful place to be in, no doubt. So anyway, let's go right away through Flux here for my man here, 𝗬𝚀. Flux, what's going on with Flux right away? Let's take a look at Flux. Could Flux have a chance in going down to $1? We are currently at $1.30 range. It is, I mean, it has kind of created a failed auction here. The thing about these failed auction and an incredible bullish market structure, you know, it could just get a corrective move and just maintain higher low support on the lower time frames, right? Because overall, this is still in very much a bullish structure here with just based on higher lows. It's like this swing failure pattern that happened a few weeks back. Looking at the daily chart, right? We swing failure pattern from this lower high of January, right? It did get a pullback of over 10%. However, the overall trend for the last few weeks has been just so incredibly bullish. It just SFP'd and it just continued to the upside. So, I mean, we did swing failure pattern from this high. But overall, you know, we are maintaining a very strong bullish trend. I would say, and I'm going to count this as a possible third wave right over here. Okay, let me just reverse this 1 second. It's a bit of it's a shallow third wave hitting the 1382. It could be the case if we were. Okay, you know, we're going to do pure analysis on this scenario on Flux. If we were to get this, because you were asking if we can get to $1. If we do break down, I mean, I wouldn't speculate on that happening because, I mean, this could probably just maintain higher low support structure and just continue to the upside and just hit $2 in the next coming weeks. But I can tell you, no doubt, that if it does get a pullback, I would be expecting one more wave here based on the lows that we formed here in September, October of 2023. You got a one wave, you got a two wave, you got a third wave. This ain't no ABC corrective move. This ain't none of that. This is bullish market structure. And if we do break down from here, I can already tell you that this is going to be a high chance that you are going to create a higher low here during the next coming weeks. And we want to figure out where there could be that epic swing long position or to buy on spot, right? And no doubt we are going to analyze that scenario right away because it will likely be a fourth wave. And we are going to analyze from the pivot low of this third wave to the high. It's already hitting the minimum requirement for the fourth wave, which is the 236, right? I mean, I would expect if you are going to get that breakdown, you know, you asking for $1. No doubt if we do hit the $1, it's going to be a great zone of accumulation. It's going to be a great zone to scoop up some of this flux. If we start consolidating or forming a descending wedge scenario, hitting that 382 Fibonacci and 50%, which is the common target of a fourth wave, looking for that fifth wave potentially to explode back up here from the highs of the last few days, it's going to be looking good. It's going to be looking very good. No doubt if it does manage to break down, okay, and I think it has a chance to break down, because if Bitcoin does do this, as we were mentioning at the beginning of the channel, we form this three-wave structure to the upside in an ABC, getting above $69,000. Some altcoins are likely going to pump very nicely, But if we are going to see this possible move down on Bitcoin below $60,000, that is when the altcoins are going to get this pretty strong drop. I mean, we're still speculating. This could just moon from $69,000. It could moon, but there's just a lot of resistance here. I do see choppiness at this range, and the price possibly rolling back down, right? We're looking for that three-wave structure here, and it could get very explosive. We will be analyzing the situation very carefully here if it looks bullish or bearish. Still soon. We don't know if, we don't even know if we're going to get this bounce up. We do have high probability, like we mentioned at the beginning of the stream. But if that were to be the case, say the Bitcoin does drop by next week, right? Maybe next coming days are going to be bullish. And then in, next 5, 6, 10 days, we're going to start seeing another move down based on the timing. I would be paying attention to these altcoins. Flux is going to get a great opportunity at the $1. I'm going to say there could be a chance if Bitcoin does drop below $60,000, okay, that Flux could go to that 382, 1.8 cents, $1.08, or the 93 cents. And that, this would be the opportunity zone. You're looking just for this to be a corrective move to get that next move to the upside. Anyway, let's go through the comment section right away. Smash up that like button, guys. Share some love. I know a day that I did say this. Let's take all 2 seconds, scroll down and destroy that like button, guys. Share some love. Give me a bit of support here. If you do want to see the education, so far we're just talking about, the possibilities here on Bitcoin to get, these beautiful technical levels. So far at the beginning of the stream, we were mentioning this naked point of control to get that bounce here at $63,000, already bouncing $1,000. Let's go right away, continue through the comment section, and we got a big, what's going on here? They never show their two market cap, and they just move sideways forever, says Panda Post, talking about meme coins. ICE Network Hust got listed on every exchange, and they're a layer 1 mined blockchain, and Snowman is their official meme coin for a community of over 2.2 million followers, and is climbing, and they launched. Let's take a look at that one. ICE Network. What's going on with ICE Network? Let's go right away. ICE Network. ICE Network. Is this launched? That's probably been launched not long ago, as you mentioned. I'm just going through comment section, guys, here. We're taking a look at some altcoins here from comment section as well. Just launched a few weeks ago. They said they're getting launched on every exchange. Well, for the moment, they're doing pretty good. 𝗖𝗇, Gate.io, KuCoin, BitGet, BingX. Liquidity looks good. And it just got launched. I mean, Binance Smart Chain, that's already not good. The decentralized future. I mean, I would take a look at this in my spare time to see what is this. Getting listed on all of the exchanges. We'll analyze this scenario. Why not? I will analyze this. No doubt. Obviously, when it's got a launch here and it got a pretty significant drop. It's already down 50% from its launch. It could be bottoming out. Let's take a look at this one on the chart. Why not? ICE. Let's take a look at that. ICE, baby. Let's take a look at this one. Yeah, it's down quite a lot here. There's really nothing to chart on this. There's really nothing to chart. It could be looking interesting. If the project is good, I think it's a low market cap, 35 million, low market cap. We'll take a look at this in my spare time. Why not? I see many requesting MENA. I'm also looking to accumulate big MENA bag. I did buy some MENA during the last few days. I'm not worried about this drop, okay? It is looking a little bit spooky. But overall, it's maintaining higher low support. The heck. It is, I bought a bag of MENA, guys, the last few days. I am bullish on this project. I am bullish on this project. Nia Protocol is also an insane good project. I didn't buy some some Nia Protocol basically, and it just rocketed. Nia did very well. I wanted to buy some Rune. Rune was in my list of altcoins. Rune, this is an absolute beast. It's a beast of a project, and it's just done incredibly well during the last few months. It's done over a 10x, since August, right? In about 7-8 months, it's done a 10x. And this is, I've always been bullish on Rune. Mina Protocol got a great chance in the next coming months to be very, very bullish. This is one that I've added to my portfolio, okay? Just want to say, could we go lower? It did create a nasty double top. I mean, this is no doubt a great level to short, to speculate on a short with very good risk management. When you double top, obviously, you're rejecting from it. Manage risk very well. It could get very scary. It could get a decent drop. This was a good short, but overall still maintaining higher low, still maintaining uptrend. People right now are in doubt. They're in doubt, and this is totally natural. So anyway, I think Mina, it's good to DCA. If you want to get into a leverage long position, you just need to be aware that what happens if we do break down from higher low support structure. We could be seeing a little bit of a corrective move during the next coming months, okay? Coming weeks. I wouldn't say months, but at least a few weeks. But that would just be epic to DCA. This is just going to be incredible opportunities to DCA. I mean, if you are getting into a swing long position, by the way, you can trade this on Bybit. You do have Mina Protocol here to buy on spot. You can also trade it. You got the best deal on Bybit down below, guys. 20% fee reduction for only my subscribers, only my viewers. $30,000 worth of deposit bonus, and you also got 𝗬𝟑 if you cannot trade on Bybit based on restrictions, okay? Which is, you have the second link. You can also trade Mina Protocol there or buy it on spot. And I've been buying some Mina Protocol on Bybit. It's just a very, very good project. So overall, 𝗬liche señor, hang on to this, right? I'm, no financial advice. I'm going to hang on to this, guys. I don't care being in a 10, 20, 30% loss on this on my spot bag. It's just really worth it. The VCs that are behind this, also the roadmap that they got, the tokenomics, it's a pretty insane good project. So overall, I'm sticking bullish to Mina Protocol for the next coming months, despite the drops. Like 196 is mine, but I will sell it for the right price, says Dave Digital. Thank you very much, my man, for joining the stream. BTC below $60,000. I'm going to say yes, probably not in between today and tomorrow. However, we mentioned this. We did a bit of Elliott wave theory. We talked about the scenarios here, bullish CVD divergence. We got a lot of liquidity. There's a massive amount of liquidity, over $1 billion in short liquidations at the $69,000 level. Bullish CVD divergence. Everything points out that we could be getting a bounce to that zone. I know it looks impossible. I know it looks very bearish, and we could also come down and test the lows from today. I know I mentioned this on the live stream. This might get choppy. It might get choppy, and it might get disturbing. Nobody wants to long here. Nobody wants to get into, especially if it gets choppy and it's testing the low and testing the low. But, we mentioned about, the amount of liquidity that there is here. I mean, it doesn't matter, even though we talk about it on YouTube, or even though a lot of people are bullish, and think, oh, it's not going to happen. The liquidity is there. It is here. We're bouncing from a major support level. It does not mean we're going to jump here overnight to that level. And it doesn't mean that it's just going to bounce from here. And that we need to be extremely cautious, because it could get choppy. We could be coming down to test these lows again here in the next coming hours. It could happen. It could definitely happen. We just want to be aware. We want to be aware and be cautious on that. Let's continue through the comment section. Loving here going through the comment section. Let's take a look at some altcoins, guys. I am bullish on Mina. Mina's going to be an insane it is an insane project. It's going to do very well in the next coming months, right? Give or take, 6, 12, 18 months. It's a very good project. I wouldn't expect 100x on that altcoin. It's a large cap crypto, but I could see it doing an easy 5 to 10x. Okay, be happy with a 5x or a 10x. If you want to go for a massive speculation 100x, you need to go down the rabbit hole on these risky low cap cryptos, right? Under 50 million market cap. Let's go. Ethereum, Near, Solana, 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽, and 𝗫, says Wesley. Absolutely. Yeah, these are good projects. You kind of, if you want to play the safe game, guys, like you're happy with a 5x, maybe a 10x, could do a 10x, some of these large caps. You can go for Algorand. You can go for a Hedera. Hedera to $1. Definitely a chance to go to $1 on the bull cycle here in the next 6, 12, 18 months. Definitely a chance. The graph has done very well already during the last few months. Phantom, I sold my Phantom at just 95-cent level, and look at Phantom. My goodness, Phantom did really well since we called for that pump at the 50-cent level. I was just looking for a 2x flip. I mean, if this could go to $2-3 in the next coming months, I was just looking for a quick flip, a quick 2x from 50 cents to around about the $1 range, based on the projection, right? We were very much expecting that scenario. A lot of the altcoins are lagging behind, and actually, like Mina Protocol, right? Mina Protocol is forming that double top, and but this is why it's just lagging behind. I don't want people getting surprised on this once it rockets above that high from January, December, right? I don't want people get, oh my goodness, Mina Protocol. Well, it's just it might take some time, but don't be surprised to see this one trading well above $2 in the next coming months. If that is not weeks. So they're just lagging behind overall. But yeah, if you want to play the safe bet for this, for this crypto bull run, Theta Network has just already done very well. Thor as well. Thor chain has done very well. Algorand, bring it on. Algorand for me is, an insane project. Quant also, QNT, Algorand. These are easy 5x possibilities. I think they could do very, very well. If you want to do the safe, Mina Protocol, there it is. Also, going through the safe side, right? For a 5-10x potential. And keeping it real, guys. If you... Keeping it real, Illuvium, great gaming project. I do see this doing a 5x easily in the next coming months. If you want to speculate on low cap cryptos that they are going to do a 50x or 100x, you need to go down the rabbit hole. I'm speculating on Umbrella, is one of them. On Saito, I'm not sure how Umbrella is doing. It did get a relatively nice pump, just a few days ago. Anyway, the deal, right? The deal. It's getting a bit of a correction. It did get an epic pump, and it did a 2x in a matter of a few hours, well, not a few hours, a couple of days. Let's continue here through the comment section. Link can hit $1,000. Can Link hit $1,000, says Nizam. I mean, hey, come on, let's keep it real here. Let's keep it real. Let's get to all-time high first of all on Chainlink, but I'm targeting Chainlink to go to $100 in possibly this cycle. I mean, this cycle has a possibility. I'm holding Chainlink since 2019. I bought Chainlink at $1.60. $1.60 most of my Chainlink average price. From 2019, I didn't sell one single Chainlink. Chainlink is my Bitcoin, right? Hodl. I'm hodling Chainlink. I ain't selling Chainlink till $100. I'm gonna wait. Maybe that's 2030. I don't mind. It's just in the portfolio there, in the dust. But $1,000, I'm gonna say, hey, chill, man. Chill. Be happy with $100 Chainlink, right? Which would only be about a just over a 5x from here. it ain't much, right? I mean, I would be very happy with a 5x on Chainlink. I can already tell you that. I got thousands of Chainlink in my portfolio, and I would be very much happy if it goes to $100 just doing a 5x from this price level. Let's go right away. Chainlink 1000 end of year. I'm gonna say no. Come on, guys. Let's keep it real. We know that, you know, crypto and you know, influence, you know, crypto YouTube. We have these crazy thumbnails, you know, on you know, 100x and the next 1,000. You know, Chainlink gonna go to $1,000. Let's keep it real, man. Let's keep it real. And you know, I do see it. $100 is achievable. It is definitely achievable. $1,000, I'm going to say no. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen, at least in the next coming years. It's just not going to happen. Yo, Andy, loving your TA as usual. Don't you know if you noticed, but there is also nearly 1 billion liquidations at $50,000 worth noting. Yeah. Worth noting that we do have 1 billion, you know, at the $50,000 range. So I think, you know, we could be coming down to, yeah, I mean, it is even over 5 billion. You know, we could be coming down here to those levels potentially in the coming weeks, right? When we do analyze this situation here, you know, could we come, I mean, let's take a look at the, you know, speculating that we are going to, you know, this does look very strange for me to believe that it's going to do something like this. If it were to, right, you know, we mentioned this as a diagonal right there, the possibility of a 3-wave structure here to the upside, and just say that we're going to peak out, just say if we do get that move to the upside, sweep up this liquidity of 1 billion first in the coming days. We can speculate on possible projections on this C wave, right? Right now we're speculating on the short-term bullish, you know, and mid-term bearish. And we can find out a projection. Just say that we, you know, 618, where, you know, 618 is where we do have the liquidity. So no doubt we could fetch that liquidity at $69,000 and then come down. But let's just say that the B point is going to peak out in between 618 and 78 Fibonacci, right? Sweep up all of these lower highs, right? And then get the move down in the next coming weeks. The extension here for that possible C wave, if we're going with a brutal 1.618, it is actually sitting around about the $50,000 range, right? The 1.618 extension, if we were to see this at an ABC move down and claim that liquidity at $50,000 range, it makes sense that could definitely happen. You know, the question is, you know, could we move down from this point? You know, are we going to drop down from here? I mean, I think, like I said at the beginning of the stream, guys, we could be getting some choppy momentum at the beginning of the stream, understanding that this is support. We do have massive bullish CVD. There is people shorting the market here, guys. There is a lot of people shorting the market here. We can see that with data, of course. We can see that with the CVD. We don't need delta. We don't need to see the footprint. You know, you can see it on CVD on its own as you are creating lower lows during the last few days. So that, you know, this means that all exchanges, you know, there's people shorting the market here right now, and it's, you know, we are forming higher lows on price action. And when we add the Elliott wave theory here on the possibility of getting that move to the upside, it just looks it looks good. It looks good. We got liquidity here on lower time frames as well. When we do take a look at the last week, right, we do have over $1 billion at $69,000 range. You know, we just got a lot of things that just say that we could get the leg up, get people very bullish, and then smack the price down from $71,000 range, right? Give or take. We don't know how high it could go, and then smack it down. But we need to get people extremely bullish again. We're getting people very bearish again now with this move down during the last 24 hours, you know, and this is how the market moves. get people bearish as we're dumping, get people bullish as we're pumping. Oh my goodness, you know, what the heck? I'm out of here. This is crazy. I quit trading, right? So I think this is very much a scenario, and we need to hold here. We basically need to hold the $63,000 range. I wouldn't mind seeing a bit of more wicks here. I don't mind, you know, this would I would still consider that this could hold if we do drop down in the next coming hours. We might not drop down, and we might just flip this resistance level VWAP as support, and that will be looking very, very good. You know, that would be a clear sign of strength for me. We get above that VWAP and we get above this low right there, this ending that three-wave structure. There's no longer impulsive 1, 2, 3, right, 4, 5. You're overlapping this wave. It's like no. Even this wave right there, you know, already, yeah, it's just not, it doesn't make sense for this to be impulsive. You know, this is why we do have a high chance. And if we do break above this pivot low and that VWAP in the next coming hours, you know, oh wow, this is going to be looking good. This is going to be looking good. This is going to be looking very, very bullish for that $69,000 range to be claimed. 68, 69. This is going to provide resistance. We might come back down, test those lows. It's going to get confusing, but if it does break through that VWAP, it's going to be looking pretty damn bullish for the next 24 to 48 hours, and we do have a high chance in hitting $68,000, $69,000. We maintain beneath that level. We consolidate. You know, there is some scenarios here in looking for short day trades. If you double, triple top here, the VWAP, this pivot low, you might roll down, come down, form double bottom right there, and then move up. Because when we do take a look at the timing as well, we do have a lot of time here for this to come down and test a low. Still, 7-8 hasn't been hit. We got the 𝗬liche pattern. We got the timing still. This is shallow. This has been a quick move down. 7-8 hasn't been hit. You know, this could come down in the next coming hours, and with the timing, so it would still be goddamn bullish if we do consolidate. You know, below $63,000. I would be looking for that triple bottom scenario. It will. I mean, timing on a 𝗬liche 𝗬𝐴𝐵. So we got an impulse move, corrective move, another nice impulsive move up right there. And with the timing, you would want to see, you know, a 1-to-1 extension. I mean, this is coming all the way up to tomorrow morning. It would make sense that we could roll down during tonight and test that low of 62,500 and get choppy and get interesting and then get the leg up. It could definitely happen based on the timing. So anyway, pay attention, all those traders out there. I mean, you know, we could roll down to test the lows. Oh my goodness, it's bearish. It could just break down. I would remain patient. I want to see failed auction. I want to see them price reclaiming that level, reclaiming above the level, and then you can speculate on the next long position. If you know, you know the deal, right? Double bottom, bang bang, double bottom, bang bang. You get down here to this low again. I like the timing. We still have time. It could drop during tonight. Want to see that reclaim of that level, and then it's double bottom time, baby. And still massive bullish CVD divergence, still liquidity at 69k, but it ain't gonna be easy, right? And for all of those people, you know, attempting long positions at this bounce right now, you know, this ain't a level to get into a long. It's probably going to be a level to get into a short if it does get choppy at this low and the VWAP, because it could come down to test these lows. I want to see double, triple top here at this range to speculate on that movement to the downside. Anyway, Andy, you are the best. Oreo, hey, I'm not the best. Far away from being the best. I'm trying to be the best. I give just levels, technical analysis. We love technical analysis. Sometimes the planets align for a setup, and the setup right now is saying that this range is going to hold, and we're probably going to this range. in the next coming days. Will it happen or not? Will it dump? I will be wrong. This is why we manage risk as well, guys. Risk management overall is your key to succeed as a trader. Let's go through some news. Let's go through some news, guys. I've gone through some comment sections. Tom Crown, here we have him. Hey, we need a collab. Quiet boring Friday, Monday though. Hey, congratulations on Tom Crown. He did actually surpass 100,000 subscribers the other day. Hey, congratulations, man. We need to do a collaboration. We've been talking about a collaboration for weeks now. And do you guys want it to happen? Let me ask that on the poll. Collaboration with Tom Crown. Let's start that poll right away. Say yes or no. Collab with Tom Crown that surpassed 100,000 subscribers just a few days ago. Hang on a second. This poll is not coming out. Collab with Tom Crown. Yes or no, guys? He's always with his shades on his streams. You know the deal. You know who he is, right? Go and check him out. We're probably going to do a collab, you know, if he does want to. I mean, I know he wants to. I want to. I know people wanted to. We did a poll also a few weeks ago, and we just, you know, saying, yeah, let's do it next week. Let's do it next day. You know, we'll get it. We'll get it done. We'll get it done. Anyway, congratulations to you, you know, surpassing 100K. Let's see if I do get there in the next coming months. Can we get to 300 likes? I'm sure we can get to 300 likes. No doubt. Absolutely. 100%. Oh my goodness. Paul's getting pretty epic. There are actually people who are saying no collab. Yeah, people are saying no collab. I can't believe it. Anyway, 70% for the moment. 70% people says collab with Tom Crown. I think it would be pretty cool. He's a cool guy. I like him. Shout out to him. Anyway, let's take a look at here's some stuff that has been going on, guys. US Bitcoin ETFs, you know, posted the 4th consecutive day of outflows driven by large GBTC selling. You know, there always has to be someone that's ruining the party, right? And in this case, it's GBTC. So small retail investors starting buying again. Okay, that's good. But overall, we've seen 4 consecutive days of outflows on the ETFs. Look how bullish it was looking during the last, you know, few months since the approval, right? We did get a bit of dippy action. But then look how bullish this was in February and part of March. Just very, very bullish. Inflows were going crazy. We got basically the biggest inflows on the 12th of March, I think it was, which was absolute insanity. Just a little bit of outflows here, nothing too crazy. Inflows have been much stronger. It does look like it wants to roll. The outflows are, you know, you look at this. Looks like a MACD, right? There's bullish divergence here. We are, you know, outflows are getting lower and lower. You know, will it spike up again in the next coming days? Very much possible. But yeah, we've seen 4 consecutive days of outflows here on the ETFs. We got Indian government freezes the bank account of the leading opposition party just before the election. How crazy is this? Screw you, banks. Screw you, government. You know, I'm sticking with Bitcoin and crypto. You know, you ain't freezing my crypto. I can tell you that. Good luck with that. Trying to freeze my, you know, my capital, my crypto. Ain't gonna happen. So yeah, this is really dodgy. You know, Bitcoin fixes this. Of course it does. Decentralization, you know, hold your own, you know, money, your own capital. What the heck? You know, not good. More things happen like this. You know, the smart people are going to start, you know, shifting to decentralization, Bitcoin, crypto, right? Bitcoin, you know, corrected 17.5%. This is something interesting, of course, from Crypto Rover. Is history just repeating again? Where we did have, you know, all-time high back in 2020 and price did correct. And you got a similar kind of movement right there. It did correct 17% back in 2020. What do you guys think? Let me know right away in the comment section about this. Are we repeating or at least rhyming right with history right there? And we're just going to get a gigantic pump the next coming weeks and months. According to 𝗖𝗵𝗵𝗫, despite over 1.7 billion in outflows right during this week, you know, this is, you know, They're the ones ruining the party here from ETFs. You know, Grayscale still ranks 3rd out of 3,400 ETFs in annual revenue generated. So overall, hey, you know, still very, very, very good. In the past 9 years, Bitcoin has generated the bulk of its returns in overbought conditions. A high RSI isn't bearish, like overbought, right? When you see RSI above the 80 level, is it bearish? In fact, you know, it is bullish, according to this tweet, because it went to over bullish territory above the 80, right, during the previous bull markets as well. And it did stick around during this zone for many weeks and months. So it could stick around here during this area, right? A lot of people use, you know, basically retail noobs. RSI is overbought. Hey, we could be months at the overbought RSI, right? As we do see this on Bitcoin on the higher time frame. Short-term holders in a loss. Letters hands. Bitcoin Munger. Good sign that a bottom is close, right? We got letters hands, right? People, short-term holders, selling their Bitcoin at a loss. How crazy is that? BTC bull market progress. You know, we got an interesting tweet here from this individual. We got 34% that has been loaded of this bull market. We still have another, you know, 64, 66, 65.4%, right, of the bull run still, right, to play out, which would be the next, you know, 12 to 18 months. Overall, bull market corrections are there to be bullish, right, to scoop up. We do have the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. During the last few weeks, we were at extreme greed. It has cooled off a little bit with this dip, okay, which is good. This is just a little reset on the market, giving us a little bit of room here to actually scoop up some more Bitcoin. Remember, we are in a bull run. We are in an overall bull run during the last few months. And what is disturbing, the only thing that is disturbing for me is that we are at all-time high, right? And we, you know, is this going to be a gigantic double top? Oh my goodness. I wouldn't be too worried, right? Same scenario. Once you hit all-time high, it is natural to get these 10-20% pullbacks. We do get some selling pressure at this all-time high. Everybody's in a profit. So, I mean, dipping down below 60K or even hitting 50K, you know, would still be something very much natural on the market. Legends, I'm going to wrap it up. 3.5K incoming, says Dennis. There is a lot of CME gaps down below. Yeah, there's one at 9K actually. There's a CME gap at 9K, which is very disturbing, right? We do have a CME gap at 9K. Look at it right over here. I don't think we have one at 3K, to be honest. Do we have one? I don't think so. Oh, I think no. Is there a CME gap? There is actually a CME gap at 3,500, but I mean, you know, my goodness, imagine Bitcoin at 3,500. I don't think that is going to happen. Come on, are you serious? I don't think we're going to go down to 9K. They would just bring an insane opportunity, no doubt, right? It would bring an insane opportunity. I don't think it's going to happen. But we do have a gap here, interesting, at $21,000. We leave those gaps. If you were waiting for Bitcoin to retrace down to this gap back in 2020 in the bull run, you missed out on a massive rally of 500%. Don't think like dinosaurs. Don't think of, you know, gaps that are back in the dust. Come on, you know, it's just, you know, if you've been waiting for this gap at $3,000, 3,500 during the last 5 years, come on, hey, stop it, snap out of it, forget about it, right? You know, we're going to be trading at $100,000 and you'll be like, there's a gap at $3,000, we're going to go back and hit it. Stop it. No. Gaps are, you know, we sometimes leave gaps in the behind the dust for many years. Stop thinking like that. Stop thinking like dinosaurs. Come on. We smart enough. Selling my house if we go down to 8K. Yeah, selling my house if we go down, you know, to 15K, right? 15K even. No doubt. Anyway, legends, gonna wrap it up. Thank you very much for joining. Remember, you do have the exchanges down below in the description if you want that insane bonus. Bybit, my #1 crypto trading platform, currently speculating on that long position. I'm gonna check here how price action develops in the next coming hours. Could get choppy. We do have a chance to hit that liquidity. You do have that great bonus, guys. Bybit, #1. You have 𝗬cie as well, #2 for me in this case. You know, no KYC, great bonus. And if you want the best on-off ramp to change your crypto into euro, you also have your own IBAN number. You can get your salary through 𝗕𝗶 basically. If you want to buy crypto, keep it decentralized. 𝗕𝗶 right now is, you know, coming with the debit card very, very soon, which is pretty crazy, right? We want to spend those crypto gains. Follow those people in Europe, of course. Check out the 𝗕𝗶, guys. You do have the 4th link down below in the description if you want to change your crypto into euro very quick. Thank you, legends. I will be back with more tomorrow. Have a great night, and I'll see you in the next one. You don't need to complicate it. Say you love it when